So much. Well, have you ever heard of the Workmen's Circle? Maybe not, but it's an organization that has done some very good work in this community.
The Jewish community especially, but working so we don't forget some of the history and the culture, the Yiddish language, right? It's been around for 117 years, this organization has. It's really now in danger of shutting down. Matt Greminger joins us now to tell us more. Tell us a little bit about what your organization does. We'll get into the culture in just a bit,
Sure.
But more the social justice, especially with the hungry in our community.
Yes, well, we have what's called the Mitzvah Food Pantry. My grandmother started it about 15 years ago. And it's grown every year. Last year we were able to provide 50,000 meals to folks in the community who struggle with food insecurities. And this year we're on track to provide even more. And we're a member agency of the Greater Cleveland Food Bank, so that helps. And people come to us, every month, which is great. We're even doing a hunger walk next month on the 23rd at Notre Dame, which also goes to spread awareness about food insecurities and food waste as well.
But you guys are struggling a little bit. Tell us what the problems are.
Well, it's a common thing these days with member organizations, especially you don't see a lot of them anymore. And so yeah, we're struggling. The former members aren't around anymore, and it's harder for people to get involved these days. And so that's why we're working so hard to spread the word about what we're doing socially and what we're doing with the culture to kind of let people know we're still here, it's still important. And a lot of people, they see something disappears that was once such an important part of their lives, and they say, well, if I knew that they were in trouble, I would have done something.
Sure.
Well, we're here to try to get ahead of that.
Do you think it's a younger generation that maybe you're having, like recruiting? How is recruiting to be able to find new members?
Typically in the past, it was it's a family thing. So you have, your grandparents are involved, and then they get their children involved, which would be your parents. And generationally, when technology changes, you're not really prone to get involved in the same things that your parents maybe got involved in when they were your age. And but it's still important. And as nonprofits, we just have to modify our model, adapt to the times.
And when you talk about, we were talking about the Yiddish language, because culture is part of, being able to, to not lose some of that culture.
Absolutely.
In the English, like right now, we probably, you fall on your tush, that's Yiddish, right?
That's Yiddish.
You were saying some of the other things that we probably
if you have to schlep to the store, that's Yiddish. You've got schmutz on your face, that's Yiddish. And a lot of Yiddish is anglicized. You might hear somebody say, oh, he's mashuga. That means crazy. And so, there's a lot of Yiddish that's incorporated into English that people don't even realize. You hear it a lot in New York. And, it's a fun language. It's a very fun language, and we're trying to keep that alive through, your funny bone.
Right. So how do people get involved if they want to? And we got to be real quick
Sure.
here. We're running out of time.
They can go to workmancircle.org. Everything that we're doing is right there online, workmancircle.org. The Hunger Walk, we have the video coming up with the cooking show with Doug Katz, and that's also going to be on the website as well. We also have a Facebook page. It's Workman Circle Educational Center of Ohio.
Great. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.